Hello viewers of the National Television, welcome to this English news edition. I'm Fabien Nyonizige here. Top stories. The President of the Republic returned this Monday from Addis Ababa after participating in the 39th ordinary session of the African Union Conference of Heads of State and the Government. At this summit, Evariste Ndayishimiye assumed the AU presidency for 2026. In Bujumbura, the head of state was welcomed with enthusiasm by the city's residents. The young people and the women are the key players in the digital economy. This is a key takeaway from the Forum on Internet Governance in Central Africa, which has been taking place in Bujumbura since Monday. As I said, the President Evariste Ndayishimiye and his wife returned to Bujumbura on Monday after attending the ordinary session of the African Union Assembly of Heads of State and the Government in Addis Ababa. At this summit, Evariste Ndayishimiye assumed the chairmanship of the AU for 2026. He announced that his priorities include promoting peace and security, ensuring access to clean water and sanitation for African populations, and strengthening trade. Joy, dances and songs in honor of President Evariste Ndayishimiye marked the welcome of the Burundian population along the roads from Melchior Ndadaye International Airport to the vicinity of the Presidential Palace in Kiriri. Jivan Ndayishimiye.
At 5 minutes to 12 a.m., the aircraft carrying the President of the Republic of Burundi, Evariste Ndayishimiye, landed at Melchior Ndadaye International Airport following his election as chairperson of the African Union. He was accompanied by his spouse, the First Lady Angelina Ndayishimiye. Upon arrival, he was welcomed by members of the government of Burundi and the heads of defense and security forces, drums, traditional dance groups, members of Benenhare, as well as other citizens who came to honor him, marked the welcoming ceremony. At the airport, the head of state held a press conference before heading to the Kiriri Presidential Palace. Upon reaching the roundabout connecting Melchior Ndadaye International Airport Road to National Road number 5, Bujumbura Cibitoke, the president, accompanied by his spouse, stepped out of his vehicle and walked part of the route up to the Mutimbuzi River, greeting the large crowd that had come to welcome him. Citizens sang various congratulatory songs. At the Shanike roundabout at the intersection of National Road number 5, Bujumbura Cibitoke, and National Road number 4, Bujumbura Gatumba, the president once again stepped out his vehicle to greet the population, who were dancing and beating the drums as a sign of celebration. Near the Kotebu market, a huge crowd awaited him with great fervor, holding placards bearing messages of congratulations. The President of the Republic of Burundi, who also serves as a chairperson of the African Union, greeted the population, who expressed their joy. A little further on, at the junction commonly known as Gare du Nord, citizens were also waiting for him, singing and beating drums to celebrate his appointment. He also greeted the crowds gathered at the École Normale Supérieure (ENS), at the Ntahangwa River Bridge, as well as at the University of Burundi Mutanga campus. Everywhere, the population expressed its joy through dances and the songs. The welcome continued near the Nunciature Apostolique du Burundi, where a large crowd from the southern part of the city of Bujumbura, particularly from the communes of Mukaza and Mugere, had gathered. Once again, drums, dances and the songs marked the warm reception reserved for the President of the Republic of Burundi, recently elected to lead the African Union for a one-year term.
Residents of Bujumbura expressed their great joy following President Evariste Ndayishimiye's appointment as a chairperson of the African Union. They stated that it is a great honor for Burundi and all Burundians. According to them, this responsibility will give the country greater visibility on the international stage and bring numerous benefits, particularly in the areas of international cooperation, diplomatic relations and development. They made the statement on Monday at Bujumbura capital city upon the president's return from Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Details.
Residents of the city of Bujumbura have expressed their joy over the honor granted to Burundi to lead the African Union. They say that the fact that the president of Burundi, Evariste Ndayishimiye, is assuming the chairmanship of the organization is a proof that the country is trustworthy and occupies an important position on the international stage. According to them, Burundi is honored and held in high regard. The peace and security prevailing in the country strengthen the confidence it enjoys. This responsibility will attract many foreign visitors. Financial resources from outside the country will increase. Traders and entrepreneurs will have a greater opportunity to expand their activities, and the Burundi will become even better known and more widely recognized internationally than before. They further believe that within this vision of an emerging country by 2040 and the developed one by 2060, the chairmanship of the African Union represents an important step towards a promising future. Citizens interviewed by the national television stated that they will support the President of the Republic of Burundi in the high responsibilities entrusted to him. They also emphasized commitment to fully respect the duties associated with this office.
The Central African Internet Governance Forum has been taking place in Bujumbura since Monday as a Francine Narukundo, Permanent Secretary at the Ministry of Finance, Budget and Digital Economy, explained young people and the women are the key players in the digital economy. This is why the Burundian government has implemented projects aimed at improving the participation of young people and the women in the digital sector. Details.
The theme of this forum on the internet governance at the Central African level was digital technology as a catalyst for innovation, inclusion, and a sustainable development in Central Africa. This first day was dedicated to young people and women who must be included in the digital sector. The representative of the Ministry for Youth stated that the ministry is working to create consultation spaces while the voices of young people are heard, enabling them to actively contribute to digital governance. The ministry in charge of digital economy in partnership with the development partners has put in place projects aimed at helping young people embracing the digital economy. One such initiative is Innovation Week, an annual gathering of young digital innovators which has enabled them to strengthen their knowledge in digital technologies and launch development projects. The ministry is also working on women's inclusion, as women has remained underrepresented in the digital sector. The first day was also marked by 5 panel discussions focusing on youth and their active contribution to digital governance, obstacles and challenges to digital entrepreneurship. The issues surrounding artificial intelligence, empowering women through technology and experience sharing by successful women leadership. Here we'll let you know that this forum brought together participants from 10 Central African countries, as well as representatives of civil society organizations and those involved in the digitalization sector.
Well, end of this news edition. Thank you for being with us. Keep watching our programs. Bye-bye.